Well, hello one and all. This is Miraj, and today I'm going to be walking you through my CS50 finance project. It was a project part of a problem set that I did for CS50. Initially, it was a very basic problem set, but with time, I improved it since I went deeper into computer science and software development. So today, I'm going to be sharing the code and also run through the project. So as you can see, that I'm using Flask for this project. So I'm going to be using Jinja templating to implement my front end. So here you can see there's like the layout.html, which is the main file, and then from there we have different pages for each and every route. So then we move on to the database part, so which is the implementing the database. So this basically project has two databases. One is for the users, the other is for the transactions. So the user table basically keeps record of the users and their user ID, and the transaction table, basically there's one transaction table for each and every user, and it keeps record of the transactions that a user has been making. So basically this is the main thing. And then if we go to helpers.py, this is the main this holds the main function of this app. So one of the main function is here, this lookup function. So basically it takes the data from the HTML form, and then it uses to quote stock price from the internet, and then it returns that stock price with that function. So with that being said, let's move on to our app.py function. So in this function, basically there's different routes which have been implemented for different functions. Like for example, here there's the initialization of the database, then this is the home route, and then if we move down, this is the buy route, and then similarly there will be history, and there will be sell routes. So there's logout route. So there's a lot of routes. So instead of just walking you through the code, I'm gonna run this program, and then let's copy this link over here, and then I'm gonna paste it here in my okay. So as of now, let's register a new user here. So I'm gonna type my name. Wait, let me see why the okay. So I'm gonna do Mirage02, and then I'm gonna select some password. Okay, and then I'm gonna register. So oh sorry, the username already exists, which is a check in the database. I'm gonna make a new user, this time this one, I guess. Sorry, this is signing in. I'm gonna register, so this time I'm gonna make a new user, and then select the password. Okay, so here we are registered. No thanks. Okay, so as a new user registers for this app, basically each and every user is given $10,000 US dollars, and with these $10,000 US, basically the user can trade, like buy stocks or sell stocks and everything. The first and most important function is obviously the quote function. So as you can see from here, let's say we want to see Amazon stock price. So you get the code here, and then it gives you the recent price, which is $171.02. And then if you go back to the portfolio, let's say, so now here, let's say I want to buy something. So for buying, let's say I want to buy Netflix shares, and then I'm gonna buy 3 Netflix shares, and then let's click buy, and depending on the price of the Netflix shares, it basically deducts that cash, and then it adds that to your portfolio. Okay, that being done, let's say I want to buy even more shares. Let's say I want to buy Google shares now, and I say I'll buy 2 Google shares, and then I clicked buy share. And then here you can see that I have in my portfolio, I have Google shares and I have Netflix shares. Okay, so now that I've bought some, let's say I want to trade, let's say I want to sell some of those shares. You click here on the sell button, and then you choose the stocks that you have. Let's say I want to buy Netflix stocks. I want to sell Netflix stocks. I'm selling 2 of those. And once you click on that, it's gonna say here that okay, now you're only left with 1 Netflix stock. And here, if you go to the history button, and you can see that it basically shows you all the transactions that the user did. Fetches the data from the database, and then it presents it here. So this is all. And there's also like a lot of checks and everything in the table. Let's say I want to sell Netflix shares, but I only have 1. Let's say I try to sell 2 of them. Let's see what happens. So if I click 2, it's gonna say not enough shares, and then it's gonna take me back home. So yeah, this was the project, which is CS50 Finance. I hope you like the project, and I hope you get some motivation to build your own projects as well. Thank you so much.